The international community, for instance, and everybody in the country knows which are those obstacles. Thank you, Comrade Chair.
The declarations, including the UN declaration, spell out these obstacles: political prisoners, political trials, state of emergency, and so on. And that's a document adopted by the international community. International community is not in the least unfamiliar with what these obstacles are.
Comrade Chair, I would like to continue on where the last speaker has ended.
Yes.
When we speak about obstacles, I would agree with you that the Harare Declaration actually specifies these obstacles. But we as a movement, we have added another obstacle, which is the question of violence. I still believe that we need to specify in these resolutions which obstacles we're referring to, because this is a policy document which is going to be circulated amongst our members and through the international community. Thank you.
I propose that that section, because apartheid is by definition a violent system, and that therefore for as long as apartheid is in place, for so long will we contend with the issue of violence. I therefore suggest that we cannot, that our fight is precisely against apartheid, against violence, and that if we use negotiations in that fight, as we are saying we do, that we cannot therefore see violence as an obstacle. The removal of violence is the objective of our fight.
I sympathize, comrade, with the point that you are making, but we're dealing with a specific historical context where the launching of this campaign of terror against the people here in the Transvaal and elsewhere, we have in fact said, has constituted an additional obstacle to negotiations, and that unless the matter was effectively addressed, we would not in fact proceed with any discussions around the Constitution.
On behalf of the Organization of African Unity, of which I am current chairman, on behalf of the government and people of Nigeria, and in my own name, I bring you fraternal greetings on this historic occasion of the first Congress of the ANC holding in Durban. It is the wish and hope of Africa, the wish and hope of the Nigerian people and government that concrete measures will be adopted to facilitate the establishment of a new order and society in South Africa.
For us, Soviets who are here, representing a Communist Party, representing Soviet Solidarity Committee, this is a day of great joy. But this is a day of sorrow as well, because among the many faces here, we can't see the faces of our good old comrades, those who were killed in actions, those who were assassinated, those whose hearts were broken on their way home. And once again, we are bowing our head in their memory. And finally, comrades, the Soviet people, year after year, decade after decade, done everything possible and maybe even something impossible to contribute to the liberation process in this country, in this part of the world. And we are sure that soon the day will come for full-scale, all-around cooperation between the Soviet Union, renovated Soviet Union, and a future free South Africa. Thank you, comrades.
My name is Maxine Waters, and I am a democratically elected member of the Congress of the United States of America. 27 of us, representing hundreds of thousands of supporters, traveled from the United States to be with you this week to bring our love and our uncompromising support for your courageous struggle for justice and freedom in South Africa.
Compañero Oliver Tambo, compañero Nelson Mandela, compañeros de la dirección de la ANC, compañeros delegados e invitados.
Dear Comrade Thabo, dear Comrade Mandela, dear comrades of the leadership of the ANC, dear comrades all, we bring here today the greetings and best wishes of the Communist Party of Cuba, of the entire people of Cuba, and of Comrade Fidel Castro, to the glorious, hard-fighting, and impregnable African National Congress, the ANC, that initiated, led, and will continue to lead on to victory the struggle against apartheid. We can assure you, comrades of the ANC, that Cuba will not fail. The banners of socialism in my country will never be lowered.
Del Comité Central del Partido Comunista de Cuba,
on behalf of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of Cuba, we present to the leadership of the ANC that banner which will never be lowered.